What's become a tradition here at CCM in our lunch at convention to do our Municipal Excellence Awards. And as long as I've been here, Halloran and Sage has been instrumental in being a sponsor and supporting the work that these communities do. And at this time, I would like to bring Ken Slater from Halloran and Sage to the stage to help present the Municipal Excellence Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, our first category for 2019 Municipal Excellence Awards is what we call our topical category. And that this year is the award for innovation in security and public safety. And if I could have the Fairfield Fire Department come to the stage. Fairfield Fire Department, this year's winner in the topical category. Now you know why we did the fire safety announcement at the beginning. Come on up, guys. Yeah, we'll come up and we'll... So, read a little bit about this. The Fairfield Fire Department is getting this award for their House of Worship, Emergency, and Fire Safety Planning. Houses of worship hold an important place in our communities, and that the Fairfield Fire Department took the important step to learn and find ways to reduce the likelihood of emergencies, unfortunately like we saw in Pennsylvania or at the fire at the Notre Dame in France. They instituted planning sessions for senior leadership, pre-fire planning, and CPR trainings to staff and volunteers, and even devised plans to recover and preserve important artifacts and relics housed in these locations. Most importantly, they shared their findings and plans with other departments across the state. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the Fairfield Fire Department for their innovation and security for public safety. So now we're going to move into the Municipal Excellence Awards, into our General Entry Award for the population category of one. Population category 1. I don't think we have any towns yet with residents of 1. We might be approaching that in some areas. For populations of 20,000 and under. So the next award goes to the town of Brookfield for their re-envisioning our downtown project. And Brookfield, representatives from Brookfield, please come to the stage. The town of Brookfield's plan added design criteria for sidewalks, bike paths, and street lights that has led to an increase of foot traffic along the new Still River Greenway Trail. The project along their Four Corners area will make their downtown defined visually and aesthetically, inviting travelers to stop and enhancing the quality of life for their residents. Again, please join me in thanking and congratulating the town of Brookfield. Okay, our next General Entry Award for Population Category 2, which is 20,001 to 40,000. Our second size category for towns between 20,001 and 40,000 goes to the town of Westport for their Senior Activities Enhancement Project. If the town of Westport would please join us on the stage. In 2016, the town was told that its senior population was set to grow by 37% by 2020. They responded by entirely renovating the Westport Center for Senior Activities, adding 4,500 additional square feet, which includes an additional art room, 2 flex rooms, an emergency shelter, and a cafe, and a project that came in under budget. This project saw collaboration from nearly every department in Westport and has improved the quality of life of everyone that uses it. Please join us again in congratulating Westport for their Senior Activities Enhancement Project. And finally, our General Entry Award Population Category 3, which is towns of 40,001 and over. In that category, the award goes to the City of Hartford for providing access to rich historical public documents. If the City of Hartford representatives would please join us on the stage. Connecticut, as you know, has a rich and long history, and the city embarked on an ambitious project to save and preserve as much of that history as it could. They cleaned and transferred every town and city clerk's records to the Hartford Library state-of-the-art storage facility in order to make them accessible. They were then added to the electronic records of the library and have been made accessible in the Hartford History Center, showing residents the real value of connecting the past to the present. Again, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in congratulating and thanking the City of Hartford. That we do every year is the Richard C. Lee Innovators Award. Now, I've got a little script here, and I pretty much have it memorized, but I want to make sure that I get it right, so I will read it, because we talk about it every year. But those of you who don't know who Richard Lee was, he was the former mayor of New Haven, whose urban renewal programs earned national recognition and created a template for decades of future city revitalization projects. His lifetime commitment to excellence in city government set an example for all of us. CCM continues to celebrate his life and the service through this award. Richard Lee was actually the founding president, the first president of the CCM Board of Directors. So it is in his memory of understanding that this would not be possible, this evening would not be possible without him. And tonight, for our Richard C. Lee Innovators Award, I'm going to ask you to join me in celebrating Cynthia Verruccio. Cynthia Verruccio is the finance director for the town of East Haddam. She has brought a keen eye to the fiscal situation all of you are facing. Since 2012, she's achieved substantial financial savings for East Haddam by moving to a shared service model and converting the Board of Education to the Munis financial system for both payroll and human resources, to include UCOA, which is the Uniform Chart of Accounts. Not only that, but she assisted in the restructuring of the town's debt, saving the town over $600,000 and maintained their excellent credit rating. Please join me in welcoming Cynthia Verruccio, the Finance Director for the town of East Haddam, to the stage. Thank you. Thank you for your service. The next person, one of our signature awards from the past, as we begin with the past, many of you in this room, I'm certain, probably do remember. And that was CCM's founding and first executive director, Joel Kogan. And the Joel Kogan Lifetime Achievement Award has really become the signature award that we give out in this organization, because it's not just about doing something successful one time or doing a really great initiative that should be honored and recognized, but it's truly about a lifetime of successful and important service. And I will tell you, as I read this earlier and read it to you now, I think that you'll find that we could have never found a more deserving person to be the recipient of this year's Joel Kogan Lifetime Achievement Award. The award goes to Karen Mowat, Town Clerk for the town of Woken. Currently serving as the town clerk and the registrar of vital statistics for Woken, Karen has been a presence in her town in so many ways. She is the treasurer of the Woken Grange, volunteers at the Animal Rescue Foundation, is a Girl Scout leader, the leader of the community garden, and, as you saw many of them earlier today, a CCMO graduate. All while being a foster mother and a cancer survivor that helps children and other cancer survivors in their time of need. Karen personifies the kind of individual that is called to public work. It is an honor to present her with the Joel Kogan Lifetime Achievement Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Karen over on the stage. I want to again begin where I started, which was thanking Ken Slater and Halloran Sage for their incredible work and support over all of these years. And once again, congratulations to all of our Municipal Excellence Award winners for 2019.